All right, let's get to the next part here, which is about Josh Shapiro. So as we guys said at the beginning, there was this terrible attack on Josh Shapiro, the governor of Pennsylvania's mansion overnight, where an arsonist set fire to the house while him and his family were sleeping there at 2 a.m. Now, initially, the initial reports out of this did not make it seem like it was that serious, but the photos that have come out of this are devastating. Let's go and put these up there on the screen. You can see here inside of the governor's mansion where, it's burned. Completely to crisp. It basically went up in flames all the way to the roof. You can see there, like the dining room formerly, which was burned on several of the walls, wallpaper, the piano, etc., suffering quite a bit of damage. That was a leftover sign where they had just finished Passover dinner at the governor's mansions at Passover crafts, and you can see that it's charred there by a lot of smoke. So here's what we know so far about the suspect. Let's go and put that up there on the screen, please, from the AP. Suspect's name is Cody Balmer, and Cody Balmer of Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, now been arrested and charged with the attempted murder there and arson on the Pennsylvania governor's mansion. He allegedly told investigators that if he had been able to, he would have beat the governor with a hammer. Don't know a lot about the guy, I don't want to say too much about his appearance. You draw.
Think he looks like a hipster?
Draw a conclusion from what you will about it. Be the light that you want to see in the world. Okay. Look, let's all just remember this may not even be.
The matzah Molotov cocktail, that's a lefty.
Yeah.
Right-wingers will throw a Molotov cocktail, but
we'll see.
He's delusional.
I was going to say, as usual with these cases, like with the Paul Pelosi case, people think it's political.
They latch onto a politics, but ultimately they're mentally ill.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Probably just schizophrenic, crazy. And it's not an excuse. It's still scary. What we're watching, I'm saying in terms of trying to spin some grand political narrative, anybody who participates in something like this, they've lost it. And so what we know from Cody Balmer right now is he was taken into custody. He said he would have beaten Shapiro with a small sledgehammer if he'd been able to. Quote, Balmer had walked an hour from his home to the governor's residence. During the police interview, he admitted to harboring hatred towards Shapiro, but did not explain why. Okay. Shapiro, his wife, his 4 children, 2 dogs, and another family were celebrating Passover at the residence and were awakened by state troopers pounding on their door about 2 a.m. They fled as firefighters extinguished the fire. Luckily, nobody was injured. We don't know yet a whole lot about this. Authorities said that Balmer is currently being transported to prison. Did not say whether he had a lawyer. Currently, like I said, he'd been listed a residence in Harrisburg as recently as 2022. But if he walked an hour to the governor's mansion, so presumably within the Philadelphia area, right?
No, in Harrisburg, right?
Wait, what am I thinking of?
The governor's mansion.
No, that's right. No, he is in Harrisburg, right? Yeah. So this is where the governor's mansion is, correct?
Yeah.
So yeah, presumably then it's remaining in the Harrisburg area. I guess that's all we know right now. Still just, it's just horrible to see not only the damage, but just to show you is much closer call than I think a lot of people initially thought. It seems like he also was able to permeate the security perimeter,
and they
jump the fence.
And they said his security was like, he was like evading security as they were like chasing him through the mansion.
How was he able to, this reminds me of, you remember when Obama was president and that guy leaped the fence and actually made it through the front door?
Yeah.
He made it pretty damn close. He made it decent far into the White House.
That's right. Yeah. That's right. He did get in there. And people are finding his social media posts and finding he's sharing anarchist stuff. He has one joke on here where he says, "I'm a registered socialist, so I had gotten about 27 mail-in ballots." It's a funny joke. Okay. Right, I got to vote for everyone twice and vote none of the above in person, plus casting a vote for my favorite cartoon.
Let me know if there's any Illuminati on there. That's always a fun. Classic schizophrenic.
And he makes fun of MAGA and.
Oh really?
Yeah. So he's.
Okay. All right. Well, look, as again,
BLM.
not everything has to be political.
It doesn't.
Maybe it's more just garden variety insanity. It does happen.
Do with it what you will.
We do have some comments here from the governor. Let's take a listen.
We don't know the person's specific motive yet, but we do know a few truths. First, this type of violence is not okay. This kind of violence is becoming far too common in our society. And I don't give a damn if it's coming from one particular side or the other. directed at one particular party or another, or one particular person or another. It is not okay. And it has to stop. We have to be better than this. We have a responsibility to all be better.
Possibly our next president there, Ryan.
There you go.
Governor Shapiro. Don't know. As you said, we saw some of the images there of Mr. Cody Bomber, but that's all we really know right now. The guy's been charged, attempted homicide, arson, terrorism. I'm sure we'll see more from the investigation, etc. As you said, he'd written and said previously that he hated the governor, but did not say why. I don't know. I mean, maybe it could be a Matthew Crooks situation where we just never really find out very much about the guy.
We already know more.
That's where things are. Yeah, that's true. We do know more about him than we do about Matthew Crooks. Still an insane thing that happened in our history, but that's where things are. Obviously troubling, very very sad, and hopefully, the governor pretty emotional there in his comments. But glad everybody that survived, and we'll see. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. Great bro show, Ryan. Always enjoy being with you, my friend.
Likewise.
Crystal will be here tomorrow. We will see you all then. Hey, if you like that video, hit the like button or leave a comment below. It really helps get the show to more people.
And if you'd like to get the full show, ad-free, and in your inbox every morning, you can sign up at breakingpoints.com.
That's right. Get the full show, help support the future of independent media at breakingpoints.com.